14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson running again. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 108 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, that's taken in by Duvernay. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 33 yards that time. Burrow on play action. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And trying for Humphries, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go. 180.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've come to halftime, and we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
He's not going to get me. 59 Mike. 59.
Now it's Jackson. Out to his left. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here we go. Slam, slam.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And here's Jackson on the option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On second down, there's the option going left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Dobbins trying the left side. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on second down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right?
There he goes, left side. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Can. Stop.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. B.J. Hill able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Defense, let's go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down and 3.
11 MT, take.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, that's Hurst. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And Burrow going to throw again and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now
he's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Bengals, they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.